2, 1.
Now, further to, we've heard a comment from each of these ladies, and you can tell that each memory triggers another memory in someone else. And that's why I'd like to go over them again. But I first want to mention that our past director, Stephanie, mentioned to me that George Edmondson, who was one of our presidents, and he was the one that brought in our, I'm looking for her name, the outreach worker for seniors. And that was when Pam, and it's been Pam ever since, that's when she came on the scene, and it was George that we thank for bringing her in as a help to the seniors here. Now I'm going to really floor them, but I'll get my husband on now if he's got any memories. And it's out. You don't have anything else that you?
Sure
Go
you
for
do.
it.
We gotta get
If you
your
don't,
voice
you
on.
know, if he won't talk to you, then I'm going to tell you that he delighted in helping with the yard sales that they had. He was
Yes.
always here
Oh, yeah.
helping with those. Also, as Walt mentioned, going out with this little truck of ours and helping. Helen's husband, Phil, mind you, he was busy with the plants. He and Tilly looked after the plant.
He also
Department.
hauled furniture and all the rest of it too.
Yes, he
in
did.
his spare time.
Yeah. So that was one of his things. And now, Walt, we'll go to Walt
Okay.
Goodkey. And if you've got any more further?
Well, I was thinking about Helen saying about, what was Winemaster's first name?
Eric.
Eric. I keep forgetting his name. He with his vacuum cleaner and blowing up the balloons, I remember, he was just a wizard at creating stuff. And the thing is that with Eric around, he helped with the building, and all the hours that I put in was 350 that I officially went for in this particular building. But that didn't entail all of the volunteer hours that you had for making popcorn and for the movie night and for the dances and for all the other things, plus the bartending that I more or less famous for due to Melba's husband. He was president when I first came on scene, and I worked with him for the post office. I was a permanent part-time casual for the post office, and that's what my category was, and I never could figure that out. Permanent part-time casual. Now you figure that one out. But the thing was that Ernie was president at the time that I came on board, and he said, "You look to me like a good bartender." And I've been a bartender ever since. Coming back to volunteer hours, if you tried to figure out the volunteer hours that all the ladies and all the gentlemen and put into this building and into this club, it's insurmountable as far as I'm concerned. And we didn't at any time in those days keep track of it. And it was volunteer, oh, sure, go for it. But I'll bet you dollars to donuts if you took Helen as one person that had volunteer hours and she looked back to see how many hours that she and all the ladies along with her put into on this building and on this club, then there's not any amount of money in the world that would ever reimburse these ladies for what they did. Anything else bring back
And
memories?
we loved
Anybody?
every minute of it, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Sure, it
I loved
got you,
every
And we'd do it again in a minute,
it got you out of the house.
in a heartbeat.
Well, it was our second home.